The old revolutionary songs are familiar, but the political landscape has dramatically changed. The ruling African National Congress is breaking ranks, and here are former members registering with a new political party, the Congress of the People. It was formed by a man who a year ago was the ANC's national chairman, a man who spent years in prison alongside Nelson Mandela, a central figure in the ANC's drive to democratic rule, LEKOTA.
This is no longer the ANC of Nelson Mandela.
LEKOTA believes the liberation movement that headed the struggle for democracy no longer exercises it, pointing to the infighting that led directly to the resignation of President Thabo Mbeki as a prime example.
It is clear that the present leaders of the ANC have moved away from the provisions of the Freedom Charter and the National Constitution.
On the other side of the square, a group of ANC loyalists demonstrate against the new party. In their eyes, those opposed to the ANC are opposed to the democracy the organisation fought for, and they regard those who've left the ANC as traitors rather than people seeking a new political home.
People like LEKOTA and all those people that want to distort the history of the organisation, they behave like cockroaches and they must be destroyed.
If you see a cockroaches in the wall, what do? You destroy it or you kill it.
On the face of it, South Africa's hard-won democracy once again threatened by violence, but the new alignment of forces welcomed by those in opposition who see it as a sign of increasing political maturity.
We're now seeing that, in fact, instead of going the Zimbabwe route of concentrating more and more power in fewer and fewer hands, we're going the opposite route, which is obviously the preferable route. We're going into the choice.
A choice of political home now available to these school pupils visiting Parliament, not even glancing at an old South African flag. At their young age, no real experience or memories of the apartheid regime it represented. And a sense of real excitement among those who will be old enough to vote for the first time in elections that will be held in coming months.
I can have a say in what is happening in the country by making a cross next year.
At present, the ANC holds a two-thirds majority in this parliament. That means it can pass legislation at will and even unilaterally amend the constitution. Should this level of representation drop, it would give the opposition parties a far greater say in national affairs. The voices of those other than ANC members gaining greater sway in this parliament, a new democratic vista in which there's not only the right to choose, but the possibility of having a viable choice.
I see democracy getting stronger in South Africa. I've never been more optimistic about our future since 1994 than I am now.
Look, the House has two sides to it.
These youths grew up with the knowledge of the ANC's fundamental role in the triumph over apartheid, but the transition from liberation movement to political party now confirmed by the split within the ANC's ranks, and the opportunity for a new generation of voters to make a political choice in the present rather than rubber stamp the glorious achievements of the past. Hanna, Al Jazeera, Cape Town.